I love it so much. I love the picture when I have this actually lamp staying here. Without it, I feel like something is missing. What else? It seems to me that I want to have some more changes. You know, I think that I'm going to put on my lamp, or guys, wait a second. I'm going to open my window curtains a little bit more, because I think that the picture is rather dark. At least it's darker than usual. Okay, I see one person here. I know that there will be more and more people, but still, hello guys. My name is Selena Sergakova, and this channel is called Drakaina's Secret. And those who doesn't know me, I want to remind you that first I started my channel in Russian, but then I decided to switch it on English. So I know that this way will be difficult, but I have audacity, I'm brave enough, I'm strong enough to do it. And yes, I'm afraid, but still I have this energy to push, to work hard. So if you want, you're welcome to support me in this in this story, in this way. Just follow my channel and put a thumbs up on this video or on any other videos, watch any other videos in English. It will help me a lot to regain my statistics, because before my channel was pushing, I had so many views and now I don't have it anymore, but I'm okay with it. I understand the situation. So for those who doesn't know me, I'm going to make just 3 minutes per story, and we will continue reading. We will start actually reading CCSE manual from Instituto Cervantes. And so my name is Selena. I used to live in Russia and now I live in Spain, and in 1 year I want to apply for citizenship, maybe in 1 year and a half. But before that I need to take a CCSE exam. How we call this exam? Let's check, because so I have this manual. It's called in Spanish Manual de Preparación de la Prueba de Conocimientos Constitucionales y Socioculturales de España. So it means that we are going to read a manual about constitutional and social cultural knowledge of Spain. And I have this manual in Spanish, but of course I also translated it into English. And we start today with the page 5, because like it will be the first chapter and the first page where we have information. So we have 3 people here. I hope that you will continue join my stream. Today what we're gonna do, I will first of all I'm going to clean my glasses, because with them it will be better to read. And then I will going to read each page, and then we will discuss with you. And so just I want to explain you that I'm not a teacher. I'm just a person who maybe doesn't like to read, read any difficult books. But this book is not difficult, because I want to be honest with you. I've already done 10 pages, but I want to read it one more time, just to repeat the information. This book is not difficult, but you know, sometimes I'm lazy. I think, oh, I need to read, I need to be prepared, I need to get ready, but I'm lazy. So if you as lazy as I am, and if you need to know more about Spain, if you maybe the same as me, if you want to have this Spanish, perfect, fantastic Spanish citizenship, you want to prepare for the same exam, or just you want to listen to my nice voice, please join me, stay here, let's do it together. So, page 5, I found it. The first chapter. The first chapter is called Government, Legislation and Civic Participation. We have 100 pages in this book, but as I noticed, most part of it are questions. The first chapter is 10 pages, but we will see if it will be too difficult, for example, to read and discuss in one live stream. We will continue in next Tuesday. So join me if you want to continue. Malek, you are here. You say hi. Hello, Vyacheslav, my dear. You are here. He has hi. Perfect man. He says hi to me. And we start, guys. I repeat, the name of the first chapter is Government, Legislation and Civic Participation. State power, government and institutions. This is just general information about the government itself, what institution it consists of, and the role of each institution in government. The Spanish Constitution was approved by referendum on December 6 in 1978. I think that we should remember this date because people who live in España, they should know that this is like national holiday. And yes, of course, constitution is a very important thing in each country, and I respect every country who respects its constitution and doesn't rewrite it. Because I know some stories when some countries rewrite its own constitution. It's not a good thing, guys. Remember. So let's repeat this because I know that this information is very important. So Spanish Constitution was approved by referendum on December 6, 1978. 6 December 1978. Yes, it's in my memory. It is considered to be law of laws. That's true, yes, because Constitution is number one document in each government. So, meaning the supreme legal norm of the state. Supreme legal norm of the state, as I told you. Law of laws, it's number one. Constitution is always number one. With its adoption, the foundation for the functioning on the entire legal system in Spain was established. Yes, that's true. So every state starts with constitution. That's why I told you this date, December 6, 1978, is very, very important. And the constitution is the law of laws. And in Spain, it's the same. Okay, we continue. Now, very important things. The key principles enshrined in the Constitution are the key principles of the Spanish Constitution. But I think that they should be common from state to state. Respect for human rights and the law. This is true. And for people who are maybe not from developed countries, pay attention. First, what we have on the first place? Human rights. Human rights are the most important thing. It's number one, even in the Constitution. And then the law. Then what goes after? Justice and adherence to the law. So justice and adherence to the law, it's very important to have a legal justice system, that no one people or your neighbor or your president or police, they can judge you. Only a special structure previewed by constitution can judge you in even if you did something wrong, even if you did something bad. It is also connected with human rights. So adherence to the law, yes, everyone should read, understand, and should listen to the law, and not to somebody in the street when he thinks that he is right, for example, and he wants to punish you with his hands. Then, recognition of the cultural diversity of Spanish peoples. Yes, it's very true, because in Spain we have a lot of peoples, and they are all different, and by the way, they look differently. And of course, the Constitution has to recognize every cultural diversity of Spanish peoples. And you can't discriminate anyone. It's very important. All peoples are equal, all peoples of Spain. Then, the next principle of Constitution, key principle, development of a social and economic system that ensures a dignified life. Wow, I don't know why, but you know what? I forgot what is dignified, so I'm looking it up in a dictionary, because I told you here I'm not a teacher. I'm reading actually to myself, and what I offer you is to read it together with me to go better this situation. But I use now my husband's, honestly, iPhone. It's his old iPhone, and I don't see where is his Google Translate app. Huh? Artyom, he will come here soon. He promised to come back soon and to give me his new iPhone, because it will be easier to read. That's actually what I told you. It wasn't possible to make copies this morning, and yesterday evening we just didn't have time. I wanted to have all copies with me in paper format. Like this, it will be easier to read and to use the iPhone to just to check some words, expressions, maybe some notions that I don't know, but maybe some phrases that I don't know, but I I couldn't, sorry. So let's go to Google. And where is Google? Dear, where is Google? It should be, I see only Safari in Google Maps. And okay, I will try to find it here. Google. Oh, he doesn't have Google. Wow. So I have to download it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to use just Safari. Okay, here I have Google in Safari. So, dignified life. I understand what's this, but I want to meaning. I want to read in English its meaning. A dignified life means living with a self-respect, integrity, and the sense of one's own worth and value, while also respecting the dignity of others. That's perfect. I love this explanation. Okay, so we continue. I find the story, it's here. So we have 5 key principles of Spanish Constitution: respect for human rights and law, justice and adherence to the law, recognition of the cultural diversity of Spanish peoples, and development of a social and economic system that ensures a dignified life. So we continue. Cooperation and solidarity with all the peoples of the world. Cooperation and solidarity with all the people of the world. This I like so much, because it means that we recognize the diversity of peoples not only inside of Spain, but also we cooperate with peoples outside of Spain. That is very important because, you know, originally I'm outside of Spain, but it is prescribed in constitution that you cooperate and have solidarity relations with all peoples of the world. So for me, it's great. I can use this this essential principle. No, but Spanish people and Spanish government, I didn't have any problems with it, at least when I'm in Spain. So we continue. Spain is a social and democratic state governed by the rule of law. Spain is a social and democratic. It's good. It's democratic state governed by the rule of law. So here, number one is the rule of law. With a parliamentary monarchy. So this is not so usual for me, at least, because I'm Russia. I used to live in Russia, then I lived in Montenegro. I didn't have such type of government. Here they have parliamentary monarchy. It means that they have king, queen, and parliament. But it will be explained later. Now let's just remember parliamentary monarchy. It has a parliamentary monarchy as its form of government. Guys, I'm going to read you messages, but only if they're in English and only if you speak, only if you say good words, okay? And it's good if you will ask questions about the topic, about the book we read. Yes, because today we have a reading club. I want very much to have this topic in our weekly schedule. And I introduced this topic, so please respect my desires, because my channel is my media source. And it's very important for me, and I want you to accept and love what I do. Okay, you don't have to laugh, but to accept you have to. There is no need to fight with me. So, we continue. Its highest values are freedom, justice, equality, and political pluralism. Let's discuss it. We discuss and repeat to remember better. Its highest values are freedom. Freedom, it means that I'm free. I'm free to do anything I want until I don't break any law. So I'm not allowed to break laws, but I'm free. I have free personality. I'm free. Justice. Justice, it means that if something happens, I go to court. So we don't have just street people's decision to punish someone. No, we have justice. So we go to court in any situation. In any difficult situation, in any legal situation, we go to court. Equality. It means that all people are equal. We don't have here social diversity. We don't have here, for example, classes. Yes, you are from that caste and you are from that caste, and we have different constitution or different code. Legal code for each caste. No, we have one equal law for each person, inhabitant, citizen in Spain. That is great. Yeah, that is standard, but it's good. I hope that Spanish people and Spanish government and all how to say, all organizations here respect these principles. And then political pluralism. It means that in Spain we can't have just one party above all people that rules. No, we have political pluralism. We have many parties, people with different point of views, and they make parties and they make parties. No, they organize different parties, and they can have different political views. And no one can tell me, Ksenia, you can't have different political views. No, I have this right. So that's also interesting for me because actually I came from Russia. So, national sovereignty, it's written like in different way. Sovereignty belongs to the Spanish people, from whom all state powers emanate. By the way, I don't know what's emanate. National sovereignty belongs to the Spanish people, okay, from whom all state powers emanate. Emanate, I want to look this word. I want to know what is emanate. Emanate. And actually I would also look national. What does it mean when national, I'm going to copy paste, it belongs to Spanish people. Guys, if now you want to try to tell me that I'm stupid and so on, I don't care, because there is, I tell it to Russian and speaking guys. Very often they judge, they hate, they don't accept that someone can't know something. They want everyone to be super clever and ideal, and I'm not. Now I ask my GPT chat to translate national sovereignty. Why? I thought that it's written differently. I thought that it's written like sovereignty, but it's written national sovereignty. Sovereignty. So, and yes, it is translated. I understand the translation, but I want an explanation. Please explain. I understand the translation. Okay. It means that the source of all power, government power in Spain is our people. And only Spanish people can make a decision how to rule the country. That's great. So, I mean, society, people, they are number one, above everything. Yeah, the country is governed by elections, by referendum, so again, by people. And not a king, not a government, not any other institutions can have power separately from normal people, from usual people. They take it, those institutions, they take it from people, and they act from their names. Look, guys, that is so important. Yes, this is essential principle of democracy. This is an essential principle of democracy. Guys, why I am so emotional when I read it? Because in my previous place of living, we don't have the same principles. Maybe they are prescribed in Constitution, but in fact, we don't have it. Here, I feel it better, because I can't say that for 4 years, I felt that somehow my rights were broken, that someone tried to behave illegally, not accordingly to the Constitution with me. And no, once it happened, but I went to court, and in court we came to conclusions that we are right, and we won the process. We sued a person, a company, who illegally fired my husband. So we tried the system of justice, and it worked for us. Even though the company was very powerful, it was very big here in Andalusia. It was a construction company, but they didn't manage to win the court because we were right according to the law. So, guys, that's why I really, really appreciate it. Oh, guys, I see here English speech. Give me 2 more paragraphs and I will continue to discuss it with you. Spain is a common and indivisible homeland, and the Constitution recognizes and guarantees the right to autonomy for the nationalities and regions that make up the country, as well as solidarity among them all. You understand that Spain is a common and indivisible homeland. Now I remember this huge scandal with Catalonia. It seems to me that they wanted to be separate from Spain, but according to the constitution, it can be realized because we have this constitution main law, and Spain is a common and indivisible. It can be divided, but from the other side, constitution recognizes and guarantees the right to autonomy for the nationalities and regions that make up the country, as well as solidarity among them all. So inside of the country they can be divided, but they have to to be friends with each other, and they can go out of Spain. Okay, this is the common principle of again of any constitution in a developed country, in a country with democracy. The Constitutional Court interprets the Spanish Constitution. Okay, so we have Constitutional Court who interprets the Spanish Constitution. Okay, it is independent of all the other branches of the state power. Yes, and this is also very important. Court can't work together with president or with parliament. No, it's impossible. Court is always independent. Only in this way we can have independent court. It can make independent right decisions. This is the only way to make an independent and right decisions. Yeah, I absolutely agree. I like it very much. Now I'm going to, so we finished the first page, and now I'm going to read your messages. Wow, I see so many messages. I'm so happy, guys. Drut, the most important is life, not the human rights. That's why we live in this cruel world. Look, but principle number 1. I understand. Respect for human rights, but number 1 is life. Yes, 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 but you are right. Yeah, now you're yes, I agree absolutely. Thank you very much for this comment. Hello, what are you doing? I am reading a manual I want to become a Spanish citizen, and I need to prepare for the test. In 1 year or in 1 year and a half, I'm going to have a test, and I have a manual written by a Spanish organization for people who want to have who want to pass this test. This test is devoted to Spanish culture, history, politics. And I want to get prepared, and I just started to read it together with my spectators, because with my viewers, because if some of you is interested as well, we can read it together every Tuesday at 11 a.m. and we can just spend time like this, and step by step, slowly, but we will come to this test and we will be prepared. So I think it's a great idea. Now I continue dialogue. Good day, dear. How are you? Hello, Melak Chokri. I'm okay. I read a book. Join me, listen to me. Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Daniel, hello. Happy Tuesday. Your Barry Sports highlights. You should have a blog or something, yes? Drew, speak with yourself without stream. What's the point to not answer? Oh, God, rude. The point is because, first of all, now I don't have a lot of people. Then I know that in future this stream can be very useful. I speak to myself for 5 minutes, I read a page, and then we discuss. This is my stream, these are my rules. I don't want you to come here and to make rules, okay? So it's rather toxic from you to come to my stream and to make your own rules. Very, very bad. What is Spain's position on the Palestinian issue? Unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know because I don't read. I try to avoid political news. Really, I try to avoid. That's why now I need to be prepared and I read books, like notebooks. Dislike and never recommend this channel. Go away from here and take your shit with you, okay? Bye bye. Sometimes I can be that angry. I don't like really people when they try to come to my to come to be my guests and then to make rules here. Okay, cool mama, thank you very much. What book? It's a manual. It's a manual for CCSE exam. If you want to become a Spanish citizen, you have to pass this exam, and it's a manual. Like your smile, thank you. What did you do for work? I'm a streamer. You love court, don't you? I love. Yes, I love. Yes, you're right. I love law. I love law. And I love, how to say, just a second. You teach me, guys, you teach me a lot, but I need to check. Me gusta la justicia, so I love justice. Yes, I love justice in general. So I'm going to the end. Rob, well, Spain kicked out of the Israeli ambassador. Oh, really? So what should tell you where they stand? So they kicked out the Israeli ambassador because of conflict with Palestine, because of Iran. What is the official explanation of this? Armyan, красотка, привет. It's like, hello, beauty, hello. Are you married? Yes, I am. I'm from India and you. I'm from Russia. No, but now I live in Spain, so I'm from Spain. Life is worthless in many situations. Number one, obviously not life. Yes, I understand. I understand your tell that to Gibraltar. Okay. Okay, guys, I see that you are excited. I see different opinions. I love, I love your conclusion about life on first place. And you should understand me. I came from a country where you don't have at all respect to human rights and human life as well. My country now is in war with Ukraine. So even this type of constitution excites me. I'm like, oh, thank you to respect my rights. So I'm happy to listen to your opinion because I know that many of you live in better situations. Many of you are like more educated in politics. I'm not so because for a long time I was politically indifferent because in Russia you have to be. If you want to be alive and if you want to have a good career, if you have to collaborate, if you want to work in big projects, you have to be political indifferent. You shouldn't have your personal opinion. So for many years, I just was not interested in politics because I knew that I'm not allowed to change anything. I was not like a real citizen of my country in Russia. And actually this is one of the reasons why I decided to move Guys, let's go to page number 2, and I will be happy if you write what you think again. But please try not to be rude and just understand what I do here. I read one page and then we discuss it together. And again, thank you one more time for what you said here, for what I read, for some useful messages. And for political opinions, I am also happy to read it. I won't say that I agree or disagree with someone because I think that politics is a difficult thing. It should be discussed from different angles. You can't just say that this is bad, this is not, this is bad, this is not. And plus to it, I think that, no, of course, if someone kills someone, it's bad, it's just bad in the beginning. No, because it's not politics, it's just life, it's not good, it's inappropriate. No, we don't go this way. So we should find different kind of solution for human problems, not war in any way, in any situation. Even when we talk about territories. But still, I think that politics is a difficult thing, but we should be interested in it. We should understand it as much as we can, but we can't be very straight. Trump is bad because, you know? No, we should look from different angles. This is life, to have different angles. When you talk about personality, when you talk about situation, historical situations, it always have many factors, not only one. So I continue. Now we talk about Spanish flag. Spanish flag consists of 3 horizontal stripes, red, yellow, and red. I remember this already. I don't have it right here. No, I have it in my... I want to show you the Spanish flag. Safari, Google, Spanish flag. We also have Andalusian flag. In Russia, for example, you were not allowed to use government symbols in your daily life. It was not allowed to use flags. And here it is allowed, and Spanish, not language. No, dear, not language. I wanted to look at Spanish flag. Yeah, it's here. And here you can buy it for yourself. You can use it how you want. You can place it on your balcony. And I think it's normal. I think it's a right thing. It's a good thing. So guys, we continue. We also have Andalusian flag. Here it's also very popular. It's green and white. And my kids, they love it. They feel themselves Andalusians. Each autonomous community has its own flag. Yes, like I told you, I live in Andalusia and we have here our own flag. And it must be flown alongside the Spanish flag on public buildings and at official events. So it has to be like we have, if we have some official government events, some buildings, we have together our local flag and Spanish flag. Guys, let me please show you also Andalusian flag. Andalusian flag. Yes, I see. And they have, by the way, in the middle, they have 2 lines. They have. I have to learn it. I have to learn it carefully, because I thought before that they have olive tree or something olive here, but now internet shows me that this is the Andalusian flag. I just remembered that it has green, white, and green and stripes and a sign in the middle of it. A picture. We will learn later what is this. So let's continue. It's the second page. According to the Constitution, Castellano, is the official language of the country. Here in Andalusia, we speak Castellano. We don't have any other languages, but we have Andalusian accent. All Spaniards have the right to use it and the duty to know it. So it means that some regions has 2 official languages, for example, but Castellano is number 1 and you should know it. If you live in Spain, you should know it. Other Spanish languages shall also be official in the autonomous communities where they are spoken. So we have one common language and several autonomous languages in each communities, in accordance with their respective status. Yes, okay. In Spain, the teaching and of co-official languages falls under the authority of the autonomous communities. So it means that the state government of Spain, takes care of the Spanish language, of Castellano, and local governments, they take care of teaching local languages. So, for example, if I go to Catalonia, I will need to learn Castellano because it's Spanish, because it's above number 1, maybe, I don't know if I can say it, that it's number 1 above all languages. And then we have Catalano, sí, or Catalano. So, and local government in Catalonia will make me to learn Catalanian language, and I will have to have an exam in Catalanian language if I want to live in Catalonia. That is normal, so I continue with your question. Evgeny Volkhov, speak Russian, please, stop it. What? I'm shocked. I'm shocked, guys. I'm shocked with such a toxic and behavior which breaks my human rights to create what I want to create. And what do you mean? So I have media, I have a lot of people, I have my schedule here, I have monetization now, by the way, in progress. Now I make this contract with YouTube, it's in process. I mean, my monetization is in process. Today I sent my first application, and he comes here and he wants to be polite and say, speak Russian, not English. Okay. Now I will come to your house and will show you where to sleep. What will you think about me? Oh my God. Dreamer. Dreamer. Hi. Hello, Dreamer. Where are you from? So, are you for or against the regime in Spanish? I'm not against. I'm not against now because I lived in worse conditions and I came to better life, and I feel it. I feel it that I came to better life, and it's understandable that now I'm not I'm grateful for what I have, but I'm sure that in future I will have questions. And of course I can't say that everything is ideal here, but it's better. It's better to what I used for, and it's normal for several years to be grateful. You know, it's normal. I can't come to another country where I think people have a better level of living, higher salaries, where we have better respect of human rights and everything, and I can't come here as a refugee and say, so now I don't like your political system, your government, your king and queen and so on. No, guys, no, maybe you can, but it's not about me. If I'm, for example, in 20 years or in 10 years even, or no matter when I feel, okay, the right moment, I come here and I say, guys, you know, I think that this and that and that, I disagree with those things and I think that they should be changed. Yes, it can happen. but not like the same moment, you know? Not in the first 4 years. I am a refugee. I came here because of war. In my country, people kill each other. Of course, I'm grateful that nobody kills me here. It's normal. It's psychology, you know? What? And before I lived in Russia, I didn't have any voice at all. You were not allowed to criticize publicly a president, government, or even anything else. You were not allowed to criticize. And here, when I have right to say that I think it's not good to have wars, or, for example, I have questions to government about Valencia. I had those questions. I even mentioned it in my vlog because I heard that there are a lot of victims, but I couldn't find. We had a disaster in Valencia with the water and with anything. So I didn't see the official information of how many victims were there because I saw evidence that there were a lot of victims, and government says that not so much, and therefore that there were a lot more, and I don't know if it's true or not true. So I have questions. Did they manage to repair everything? I have questions, for example, will if the same situation will appear the next year, they be able to avoid it because it's their job to avoid it? Will we have alerts? Will we have enough of water? Because last year when we had hurricanes and floods, we didn't have enough of water, I think. All water from shops were, like by the end of the day, it was all shops were out of water, and some people couldn't buy water. And by the way, I was among them. Me and my husband, no, we bought some water, but we were able to full our bath tube. It's normal, but it's also good water. We did it for ourselves, but still also the electricity problem. But by the way, when we had shut down, for example, only first half hours I couldn't pay with my iPhone. But later, Lidl supermarket, they switched on their own separate generator and we used it. But still, we had a lot of problems without electricity. So I think that government should be ready for such situations. The same is COVID, the same is... So of course I have some questions, but now I'm not killed and I feel myself more protected here. So if I feel more comfort, more protection, I will be grateful. Oh, are you from Russia? Yes, I lived in Russia. I moved from Russia 8 years ago, and now I moved to Montenegro, and now I live in Spain. What do you do for work? I'm a streamer. I'm a professional streamer. I used to do it in Russian, now I switched into English, so if you want to support me, follow my channel, and please put thumbs up, because now I'm starting something new. Almas, you have a very beautiful name. I know this name. From Yakutia. Hello, Yakutia. You are so pretty. Keep up the positivity. If I'm pretty, it doesn't mean that I have to be positive all the time. If I'm pretty, I have to smile to make people happy. No, I'm pretty, but I have balls, let's say, like this. So, have you heard this saying? In my home, I'm communist. With my friends, I'm socialist. At work, I'm a capitalist. And in my heart, libertarian. Yes, great. I love libertarianism, by the way. I also love it. But yes, very good expression. Yes, that also what I think that like pluralism. Pluralism is very important in our life. And the same concerns political parties when you govern countries, when you have your own opinion, so you can have a different in different situations with different people. You are absolutely right. Pirate Rob wrote, I love this expression. I'm happy for you. Thank you. Don't let idiots rile you up. Yes, you are right. But I'm alive. I have reactions. But you are right. Yes, people sometimes come here. They are crazy. Truth Hunter. Good morning, beautiful. Do you smoke cigarettes? No, I don't smoke. Although I like smoking. How to say? I used to smoke before, and I gave up smoking because I don't like smell. I understand that it's bad for my health. And I mean, I don't smoke. I have not been smoking for years and years. But sometimes when I feel this fume, I feel that, wow, it's so tasty. And sometimes I think like I want smoking, but then I realize that my psychological trap, where it comes from. And I have this dialogue in my head. Ksenia, it's because now you need this and that. You are in such a situation, so in such psychological situation. So please think about it. It's not about smoking. It's about. I think that it came from my very early childhood, when I was one or even less. Probably I needed to suck teeth, or how to say this, artificial teeth, but I was not given because I think that my parents tried to not to give it to me for since I was very, very little, but I needed it to calm myself down. And so now when I have those worries, or when I have some anxiety, and I have anxiety, I even had before panic attacks and depression and everything. It's all about me. So I start thinking, like, I think that these situations are just together. You said you lived in Montenegro. Kako si? Do you speak it? Yes, I used to. I used to speak it, but only in my everyday speech. And by the way, my first son, his first language was Serbian. And imagine, he was 3 years old when we came to Spain, and he forgot Serbian, but he has it deep in his head. And it was his first language. Sometimes it happens because he had a babysitter, Montenegro local, or she was Serbian, I don't remember her nationality, but I mean she was Balkan. We spoke Serbian, and she spoke Serbian with him. And people around, they also talked in Serbian, and like Serbian reminds Russian, and suddenly we realized that our son speaks Serbian, not Russian. My husband is Ukrainian, I am Russian. We spoke between each other Russian. Yes, but my son, my 2 years old son, 1.5 years old son, when he started to talk, he started it in Serbian. That's so funny. And in the beginning, when we came to Spain, I wanted him to have online classes with someone from Serbia. But then we realized that we had so many things to do here, and he went to preschool at 3 years. He started to learn Spanish, English, and then we had Russian. And I realized that plus Serbian, it will be too much for him. So for me, it was my opinion, and that's why I didn't continue with Serbian. But I have in my head that one day, if he wants, he can go back to it, because originally it was his first language. So, Pretty Eyes, thank you so much. I continue. Hi, you are good at English. How long have you been learning English? Well, before I used to be a Russian, French, English interpreter. I was really good at it. But it was 10 years ago. And then for 10 years, when I moved to Montenegro, and then when I started to be a mother, so I started to be pregnant, breastfeeding. I didn't practice it at all for 8 years. And in Montenegro, nobody spoke English. Then here in Spain, people, they don't speak English. No, it doesn't mean that I didn't use it at all, just never. No, of course, but it was like, there is a difference in everyday language, and when you are streaming in English. You are live streaming in English. It's absolutely different level of language. And when you talk about politics, like was the word here, dignity, justice and so on. You don't use it when you go, for example, to grocery shopping. You will just have, do you have this kind of cheese? Yes, or how much is it? So it's not a lot. Just also, I watch YouTube channels in English, of course. For me, it's like, for me, listen to somebody speaking. It's okay. Makeup videos, okay, no problem. Any other videos, okay. But to talk like this, of course, I feel that I have this base still inside of me, but a lot of knowledge, a lot of vocabulary is forgotten now. But I hope that I will return. I will come back to it. After each live stream, I just go with my GPT chat. Okay, let's find this and that and this and that in English because I need to remember it. So let's continue. Hello from Georgia. Hello, Georgia. Georgia, I love you. I have never been there, but I heard a lot about your beauty, that this country is amazing, just as amazing as Montenegro. So I would love to go there one day. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam. So what we go? Rob say cool. Do you still speak French? Yes. Rob, is that you, Rob? Oh no, different kind of Rob. Is that I know only one Rob. Is that you, Rob, that I know? Si je parle, look what I say. Look what I say, Rob. Si je parle français, si. Oui, je parle français, même pas beaucoup, parce que maintenant, j'apprends espagnol, non, espagnol en français, et comme ça, ça change. Ah, ça change. Mais si je commence, je vais parler français. Ça, je suis sûre. Si je vais, par exemple, en France, je vais parler. If I go to France, I'm going to speak French immediately. I know that will come back. But now, as I learn Spanish every day, I try to learn, I forget. Like, it's not about to forget, but it's like when your brain can't find the French equivalent, because Spanish and French are similar languages in many ways and in many words, and you stand like just what is this? What's that? I try to speak French, but Spanish words come into my mind. So no, I don't understand, Tarm, what you mean. Rob said no. I'm in Chicago. Oh, oral reflex? What do you mean, my dear? The Malisha is my husband. They are stays. What do you mean? Pirate Rob from Chicago is here. I'm glad that I have here now English-speaking people. Guys, it seems to me that I read all messages. Good day, Saule Amarova. I remember you from my last stream. You were very, very politically, how to say, irritated. Can I say it or not? But it will be, if not, it will be just my expression. Politically irritated. She was fighting with someone about some politic views. So it's your day to day. Do you know why, Saule? Because I read manual about Spanish political system, constitution, and culture. And now we discuss Spanish political system and constitution. I am that memorable. You are. Yes, you are. Saule, you are. I remember you very good. I think that all people remember you here, but that's great. That's great to be so memorable. Okay, let's go. So now we finish with the first chapter. I have many comments here. Many people, small introduction. Many people didn't like that in Spanish constitution, they have 5 most important principles. And the first important principle is human right. And all people from developed countries, they thought, but it should be not human rights, it should be life number 1. Life is number 1. And as I said, of course I agree. Although I loved even what they have here. True. So, yes. Valenciano. No, Catalan. It's Vichy Catalan. Aqua Catalan. So we continue. The second page. Now we read pages number 5 and pages number 6. Now we continue with the page number 7. 7. Okay. I continue reading. You listen, and if you have questions, just know I read last. Wait, so do you agree with what it says in the Constitution or no? Saule, for now I agree because I came from Russia, you know? I came from war, my husband from Ukraine, and I'm happy. You know, everything becomes visible. Everything becomes visible in comparison. So when you lived in a country which absolutely doesn't care about humans' rights, life, and everything about human at all, so when I came here to Europe, I am grateful that nobody wants to kill me. Like, you know, for now, no. But I appreciate that people, for example, from America, Rob, he's from America, he knows his rights. And he was like, I was like, oh, I like that idea that human rights are on the first place. But he told me, no, life should be on the first place. And he was absolutely right. So look, Saule, now I am going to read. It's not a lot. I'm going to read one more page, and we will continue discussion. In addition to Castilian or Spanish, Castellano, so Castellano is Spanish actually. Other official languages are spoken in the following autonomous communities. Now we have to remember it, guys, I think. So in Spain, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 5 languages apart from Castellano, apart from Espanol, Spanish. Galicia. In Galicia, they speak Galician. Navarra and the Basque country. By the way, the Basque country is my dream destination. I want to go there because I heard a lot of good things about it. Once here, we went to Burger King with my kids, and I met there a family with kids from my son's class. And they had very unusual appearance. They had such bright blue eyes, white skin, and like not dark hair, but like dark, but not medium hair. And we were talking. She asked me, where am I from, where my son is from, blah, 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 the situation, Russia, Ukraine. And then I told her, you know, I'm astonished by your beautiful eyes. Where you are from? And she said, I'm Spanish. I'm from North. I'm from Pays de Basque, Basque country. And I was like, wow. And she said, yes, I look very normal for that region. And it's interesting because here people look differently. So on Earth, people look in another way. So that's interesting. So the first language after Castellano, after Spanish, Galicia, Galician, Navarra and the Basque country is Basque, or Euskera. I don't know even how to read it properly, but I'm going to show it to you on the screen. Euskera. Then we have Catalonia, so it's Catalan and Aranese. They have 2 languages there. I didn't know about it. Then we have Balearic Islands. They also speak Catalan, by the way. Then they have Valencian community. There they speak Catalan or Valencian. So I understand. It's a bit mixed everywhere. Some regions have 2 languages. So in Spain, there are different institutions for the standardization of languages. It means that there are different institutions, organizations who are responsible actually for different languages, as well as for the promotion of those languages and Hispanic culture. So in Spain, in each region, they have a different institution which is responsible for language, for local language, for promotion for standardization of local language, for promotion of local language, and is as well they're responsible for Hispanic culture. So Hispanic culture and language comes together. It's good. These institutions are detailed in the table below. Now I'm going to go through it quickly, and then we have 2 more paragraphs, and we will finish with 1 more page, and we are going to discuss it with you. So we have Catalan and Spanish institution. I'm not going to, it's Real Academia Española. Catalan or, Castilian or Spanish. Real Academia Española. RAI. It's IC, it's Instituto Cervantes, Institution for the Promotion of Languages and Culture. No, they have 2 different. Look, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. They have one institute for linguistic standardization. So one organization takes care about standards of language, and another organization takes care about promotion of language and culture. So Instituto Cervantes is like very famous organization here because it organizes all official Spanish classes in Spain. So here, like, for example, you go to Spanish language school, it should be approved by Instituto Cervantes. And all exams, all official exams are also provided by Instituto Cervantes. And this book is also provided by Instituto Cervantes, and the exam that I'm going to take in 1 year is also from Instituto Cervantes. So this is important for us, and the next I will come quicker. So Catalan language, Instituto de Estudis Catalans. So it's in Catalonia. It's for language standardization, and then promotion and culture, it's different institute. Then we have Valencia. They also have Academia Valenciana de la Lengua. It's standardization, promotion. They have their own institute, okay. Galician, Real Academia Galega, different institute. Then Basque o Euskera, Real Academia de la Lengua Vasca. That was very difficult for me, just for you to, maybe you know how to read it. Real Academia de la Lengua Vasca Euskal India. It's just very difficult. I don't know how was the pronunciation. I'm going back to you, but guys, please speak English. Please translate. Please. Saule, I see. Sounds like a lot of needless bureaucracy. Yes, I feel it as well. Here, I feel it as well, a lot of bureaucracy. We are going to have like 500 institutions for one problem, actually. Why? What for? But okay, for me now, okay. The capital of Spain. So now, let's continue. We have only 2 paragraphs, and we will become to discuss again. So, the capital of Spain has been Madrid since, guys, just imagine, mid-16th century. So in 1550, Madrid already was the capital of Spain. Previously, the capitals were Valladolid and Toledo. That's about Spanish history already. I will tell you after. Look, now will be interesting. The king of Spain is the head of state. So the head of state is king. He has the highest representation of the state and moderates the operation of institutions. So now I am a bit confused because I thought from the beginning, from constitution, that peoples, locals, inhabitants, citizens are the most important people in Spain. And did they choose a king? Do they choose a king? No, they don't. We can't choose a king. King is always here. but king is the head of the state. Help me, guys, help me. I have last paragraph and we continue. If you can, please write me an answer. I don't understand this. He has the highest representation of the state and moderates the operation of institutions. In addition, among other functions, he sanctions and promulgates laws. So he has last word in laws. Appoints members of the government upon the proposal of the prime minister and holds the supreme command of the Spanish armed forces. So look, please help me. If I can't, we don't have elections for a king, yes? Because the throne is hereditary, has this hereditary system. It goes from one family member to another. And they don't choose it. And king is the head of the state. And he sanctions and promulgates laws, and he has supreme command of the Spanish armed forces. Help me, please. Does it mean that if king decides, for example, to go somewhere with war because he is a chief of armed forces, I can't do anything with it. Husband, my husband, sit here. I need your explanation.
Okay, that's right.
So, help me. Here are 5 principles of constitution of Spain. And it's written that number 1 is actually human rights and law, and people are people from state, citizens, they rule everything. They have power and they are number 1 in this country. But now, I have closed the document, so I'm opening one more time. Here is number 6. But now I read the following. Look. The King of Spain is the head of state, but I do not elect the King of Spain. So it means that I'm not number 1 as a citizen. Not me, okay, any citizen. I'm not number 1 because king is not elected. Look further.
So that means
he has the highest representation of the state and moderates the operation of institutions. In addition, among other functions, he sanctions and promulgates laws. So he has last word, I think, in laws. Look, appoints members of the government upon the proposal of the prime minister, look further, and holds the supreme command of the Spanish armed forces. Look, king is not elected. He's just sitting on his place. And he is the supreme chief of armed forces. So how can I be, no, not me, okay, how a citizen can be number 1?
No, this is not. I believe that until we have the kings and queens, this kind of old world like systems, which is obviously doesn't work because they all are just gone.
But they work better than in Russia, for example.
Well, I don't know. I think if until we have a systems when the one guy has a lot of power, it already means it's like quite tricky thing because that guy may be like corrupted or whatever thing. Well, I mean, the system works, at least in Spain. Yes, it is. But the thing is, I mean, could it work better? I'm sure it is good. I'm sure. So that's the thing. But I believe in 2020, in 25, the kings and queens, they're supposed to just disappear, and people supposed to be like responsible for the laws and for everything.
But okay, but still, it can't. I can't understand. I see now we discuss because we finished one more page. So, Saule, I will go upper. I go upper because I see many messages in English. So, Saule, I would like to know how the human rights are protected in Spain according to the constitution. Saule, if we discussed it in the beginning of this stream, you can just after we finish here, because I want to discuss with you some more things. You can go back and we discussed it. Rob tells me Spain is a kingdom. Yes, Spain is a kingdom. Parliamentary monarchy they have. Malik says, hi, you are masterpiece, my lady. Saule, my system of laws that relies on a human as the guarantor is flawed. What means? I don't understand what you mean. Sorry, Saule, repeat please. Rob, he is a figurehead, which means he can do what he wants. Yes, but he can do what he... so figurehead, it doesn't mean that can have any decisions. But to be a head and not to make decisions, help me to understand. But how to be a head and not to be like number one? What does he do in that case? What does it mean? For example, in army, if he is supreme head of law of Spanish army, the king is the head, but his functions may be limited. Yes, we read now about his functions. Saule Omarova sounds like Russia. Yeah, that's true. Sounds like, but still, for example, in Russia we don't have kings, and in Ukraine we don't have kings, but we have a war.
In Russia, we don't have kings.
But yes, but it's not inherited. It's different type. It's even worse than monarchy. No, in my opinion, monarchy can be okay for some countries, but it should be very good separated from power. I mean, it should has its own functions, and those functions should be very well separated.
I don't know. I think the whole people supposed to decide, not the one guy with a crown on his head. That's the thing. That's it.
Democracy. He's a figurehead. Jaideep Nag from India. Hey, how are you? Yeah, hello, I'm great. We are reading here today manual on, how to say, manual about, manual for, Constitution. I don't know what's the preposition here, please help me. Constitution and politics of Spain. So if you read the chat, you will get your answer. Yes. You talk to Saule probably, yes? He's like the king of England. So he has political systems are similar here and in the UK, United Kingdom. Is it the same? Not kings like our thinking has a figurehead. He cannot just decide to do what he wants. The political party tells him what people vote and he does it. But what, for example, if king is not... I understand now. I should... Maybe in the original book they have this picture, because without visualization, without picture, for me it's very difficult to imagine it. I need to understand structures with pictures. So I understand. They have like people, we tell him to a political party what to do, yes? And then political party goes to king but if there is a conflict, for example, between all of us, can people refuse from their king, for example? Is it possible?
I think no, because the kings are coming from the bloodline.
That's my question.
That's the thing. The next king is gonna be from some guy or queen, lady from the family of the king's family. That's it. It cannot be chosen.
Okay. So Saule writes, if the rights are protected by some person, The system is flawed as the humans are flawed. What's mean flawed in that context? Can you check it, please, in your dictionary? If the rights are protected by some person, so you disagree if rights are protected by only one person. The system, if flawed as the humans are flawed. The system is flawed, I think, is flawed as the humans are flawed. My husband will translate and we will understand it better. Da, he writes da, Rob. Ah, okay. Take a picture. Here. Uh-huh. Saul writes, okay.
Let's see what's going on.
Ага. I read. Если права защищены каким-то частью системы, если несовершенно, как люди несовершенны. You mean... No, I still don't understand. Figure. He's for show, kinda. Aha. So if it's for show, for a nation, it's... I think it can be good in that case. But if the system...
Yes, okay, it might be good, but still, I think the government, how do they make the money? How do they live? They live for what?
Well, obviously that people pay taxes.
Yes, they
Oh, no,
survive
I
only
don't know.
because of human taxes. So we are paying for the king, which is actually, I don't know if anybody need a king. Do you need a king? Let's say you pay, like you have
I'm
a
not sure that
business
here
and
we
you
pay for a king. Do you know, guys, if we pay here for a king, it's for our last meeting, our next meeting. So, Saule, according to the American Bill of Rights, human rights are given by God and not by a human. That's interesting. Yeah, by life. Therefore, human rights cannot be taken away by anyone. Therefore, human rights cannot be taken by anyone. That's interesting. Look, according to American Bill of Rights, human rights are given by God. They are given by God. Tatal, your friend is king. Who is king? Figurehead means has like for show. Uh-huh. It is a tradition for Spanish honor. But Rob, do you know who pays his life? Does he earn himself or we pay taxes? I have never heard. I don't think that we pay or we do. Do we have
so
this?
how they live? So why they take apart? So
Maybe
let's
they
say-
have business.
Listen, but
Maybe
why
they have
why
salary.
why they make decision then? So if the people pay, they keep the king on the throne, let's say, by their money, by their taxes. So they're supposed to be like, there's supposed to be connection between people and king, yeah. So if the king live from his own business, so what's the point to keep the king in charge? So why is he making decisions?
As a public picture figure.
So that's mean the guy who like
Just like a
has-
symbol, like a flag, like a symbol of nation.
Yeah, it's like a symbol of monarchy, the one guy in power and the rest of the guy just
No,
what?
but they have parliamentary monarchy,
I
so they have
know,
all other
but-
institutions.
Okay, but why do we keep these kind of things like that? So kings and queens still, what for? So if we have the parliament, which is mean like people was elected.
As an image of state to make it like.
But why do they keep it? I think it's kind of thing just to rule of human minds and keep them calm and just kind of, control
yeah,
and something.
maybe.
That's what I mean. It's like, I think they just remember from the history, yeah, and the countries with the kings
I
and
have
queens
here.
and like who, so that people was just nothing. People were just those who go in and die on the wars, paying money, paying taxes, collecting some harvest the vegetables, and this is it. So I think it's not about the modern kind of human existence.
Okay.
Understanding.
I understand. I continue. So Saule, because I see here interesting message from Saule. In England, usually the king needs to approve actions taken by the ruling party. Okay, I understand. Flowed, imperfect. Okay. Putin is big king. Yes, that's true. He is, I think. Lydia, hello. Lydia, do you speak English? Yaya Branyal. Hello, madam. Hi, good afternoon. Hello, Yaya. Where are you from? I see you the first time here. I have now not so many English people here, so normally I remember who comes to my live streams. And now, by the way, we can like make closer relations because I remember. Putin needs to put on a shirt. To put on a shirt? What does it mean? What nationality your husband has? My husband is Ukrainian. Where are you from, madam? I'm from Malaga, from the south of Spain. Texas. You think that king, he owns lands. So king owns lands where I live. That's why I pay taxes to pay his life. Yes? Good king. Shukri, you are proficient in basic sciences. I suggested your name to be king to grant you the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Okay. Why not? One day. So, hello, madam. Where are you from and what's your name? Everything is written. Everything is written in the description of my. I can't just repeat it every time. So please check out my YouTube channel. And in the beginning, I also tell my name and what I'm doing and where am I from. So he does charity work, and he's a government official. So he gets money from that for doing humanitarian things and Spanish nation stuff. I understand. And Rob also right, and he owns land. Yes, I understand. This I understand. Vyacheslav, I'm listening. Vyacheslav, I'm glad that you're here because suddenly I had only one person here online, but I don't give a shit because I know it's life because I changed languages. You know, yesterday I asked my GPT chat before, like I asked my GPT chat, how do you think? Is it actually real to change languages on YouTube channel? He was like, yes, you have all chances, just do it, just don't worry, and blah blah blah. You will have of course a lot of less views, but don't worry, just go on, keep on working just like you do, Ksenia. And I was like, okay, but I asked him to learn this topic, to find some examples, and I realized that why not? Yes, I'm sure that I will be able to change the language of my channel. And then yesterday evening, I asked, can you please give me some stories from Reddit, find for me some stories from Reddit about language switch, how YouTubers, what they think about it. And he found me many different stories on Reddit, and I was shocked because no one was successful in it. Not a single blogger that I found yesterday. I was so upset. I was like, oh my god, and I wrote him. But now the stories that I see on Reddit, they are so they are not positive. They are negative. They like people spoil their channels. What should I do? But guys, I have no choice now because I've already started and I know what I want, and I know what I need, and I know what I do, so I continue. And Vyacheslav is listening. Vyacheslav, thank you very much, guys. By the way, I have also my Telegram channel. I have here more posts, something simple daily, and you can go follow me. I will be very glad because I also reswitched my Telegram channel into English. It was Russian before, but now it's in English. In modern democracies, king and queens function as cultural figures. Yes, this I understand. But now in this paragraph, when I read that he rules the army, he promulgates laws, he appoints parliamentary members offered by prime minister. When I listen to it, I'm just like, oh, is it okay? Because it's not written that you are just a symbol of nation, sit here and do nothing. It's your land, we pay taxes, you do like Rob. You described, what you described makes sense, and I agree with it. But it's not described like I read here. It's different what you say from what I read in this paragraph, you know? No problem, what I'd fill you in. No problem, what I'd fill you in. What do you mean? Stepped away from a few, missed your post, but thanks anyway. Okay. Привет, you don't speak Russian anymore. No Russian. I was speaking to Sauli. Yes, I understand now. I understand now that you and Sauli, you had discussion. So now we have time, so we continue, please, guys, because I have to actually... I thought that we would finish all 10 pages, but I don't think so. I think today a couple more pages and that's it. But I will see. It depends on the material. Так, here, page 12, 11, 10, 8, page number 7. So, Spain and its constitution. Okay, Spain and its constitution. In Spain, both men and women are allowed to reign. So it means that we can have king and queen. By the way, here we have more about monarchy in Spain, and now maybe I will find also my answers from an official document. The crown of Spain is hereditary, and the heir, how to read correctly, to the crown holds the title of prince or princess of Asturias. So the next who will be a king, he has this title, prince or princess of Asturias. The king's official residence is in the royal palace. So king has his official residence, but he lives in a different place. Although he lives in the palace of Zarzuela. It would be very interesting to have a picture of the palace of Zarzuela, because I have never seen it before, and also I love the name. It's like Zarzuela. Very, very fun. Juan Carlos I was king of Spain from November 92, 1975. Juan Carlos I. So it's the previous king, Juan Carlos I. Juan Carlos I is the previous king of Spain. I repeat it because I need to remember it. Until June 19, 2014. Then he probably passed away, I think so. Because if now I tell that he passed away and he didn't, it will be not a good story. During his reign, democracy was restored in Spain and the country joined the European Union. Okay, so Juan Carlos I was the one who brought the democracy to Spain, and he governed until 2014. In June 2014, his son Felipe VI. So now we have the king whose name is Felipe VI. I didn't know. No, I knew already because I read this manual several months ago. I started reading it, so I knew, but before I didn't know. I was like, Letizia, princess, not king, queen, Letizia, something, not Letizia. So he was, in June of 2014, his son Felipe the sixth was proclaimed king. Okay, now we have a paragraph which is called Presentation of Spain in International Organizations. I like that picture behind you. Thank you. It's me. By the way, I found this picture in Leroy Merlin. I mean, but I love it. It has volume. It has true volume, but it doesn't look cheap with this volume. And look, it's me. It's me before I got married. It's like I felt myself in life. And here I have another picture. It's how I feel now, but I will show it after, not today. So my grandma fought in Spanish Revolution. Fought in Spanish Revolution before going back and fighting with partisans in Yugoslavia. Wow. So, Pirate Rob, where are you from? Or I don't remember. You told something about Balkans. So for now, let's continue. We continue the next paragraph. Representation of Spain in international organization, and that can be interesting. I will tell you after what seemed to me the most unusual and surprising. So Spain joined the European Economic Community, now the European Union. Imagine, on January 1986. I thought that European Union happened only in 2000, but it was long ago. It has different name. It was European Economic Community. Since then, Spain has always played an active role in building the European project. Spain has held the rotating presidency of the Council of the European Union 5 times. So Spain has held the rotating presidency. It means that a representative of Spain was like a president of the Council of the European Union 5 times. It's not very important, I hope. 89, 95, 2002, 2010 to 2023. I hope that there won't be any questions about years, but they have a lot of questions after this chapter. They have less text than they have less text of manual than questions after. So maybe we have to know by heart, hear everything, to learn by heart. Here, all information from here, probably. I don't know. I didn't check. I didn't check questions themselves yet. I only read the first chapter before. But next time, I think that we will continue. If we have time, we will continue also with the question. Due to its membership in the European Union, Spain has reformed its constitution twice. So because of European Union, Spain has reformed its constitution. In 1994, or in 1992 and 2011 to adapt it to European decisions and directives. I will be very happy to know exactly what was it, what laws, but I really hope that corrida is now also excluded from European law, from Spanish official events. The flag of the European Union is blue with 12 yellow stars in a circle. I remember it. Spain is also a member of other international organizations such as the United Nations, yes, the Council of Europe, I know it. I know the United Nations, I know the Council of Europe, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, so we all know NATO, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, I don't know how it's in Russian, I have to check it afterwards, and the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, OSCE. This I know. A special place, this was very interesting for me because I didn't expect it, really, guys. So this paragraph, a special place in Spain's international relations is occupied by the Ibero-American Community of Nations. Composed of 19 Latin American countries that speak Spanish or Portuguese. I didn't know about it, but that's great that Spanish-speaking people have their own organization, and I think why not? Why not to have it if they do good things there? If they speak Spanish or Portuguese, and 3 countries from the Iberian Peninsula, Spain, Portugal, and Andorra. So Latin America and one more time. A special place in Spain's international relation is occupied by the Ibero-American community of nations, composed of 19 Latin American countries that speak Spanish and Portuguese, and 3 countries from the Iberian Peninsula, Spain, Portugal, and Andorra. Okay, Andorra is also there. The international organization that supports these 22 countries is the Ibero-American General Secretariat. Of course, I want to know more about it. Joy Deep Nak says, hello, how are you? Today we have a special topic. Ivica, hello. We read here a manual about Spanish Constitution, politics, and history. This manual is useful for those people who wants to get an exam, to pass an exam, to get Spanish citizenship. And I took this manual in Spanish on official site, and I translated this manual into English. And on Tuesdays, we are going to have this format when I read this manual together. We read it for those who needs to be prepared for this exam, and then we discuss. We try to remember. We try to. I don't like the light today. Honestly, I think like this I look better. Yes. When the light is not good, you look not good. Some people, for example, when you see me on camera and you say, "Oh, Ksenia, you look perfect," and I say, I always think it's not only because of me, it's also because of light. But I know that I also look good. If it's a good day, dobar dan, kako ste? Kako ste? There was one more way to ask kako ste. I don't remember. Vamos, nice. Oh, yes, I see. Wow. Dauren, I'm sorry, but now my channel is in English. There is no way I can't speak Russian. There are many announcements here in my channel. Inside of my channel, you can find many announcements. So now I want to continue with the next page because we have time. I thought that we were going to read the first chapter until the end. Oh, no, it's not the right password. But now I am not sure. I think that we are going to read half of it, and the next part will be next Tuesday, because now I have a schedule. So it was page number 8. I guess it was page number 8. No, it was page number not 8. I don't know what was the page number, but now we have page number 8. The 3 branches of government in Spain. The Constitution, so 3 branches. This is very standard. Yes, we have Poder Ejecutivo, Poder Legislativo, and Poder Judicial, Justicia, Gobierno y Parlamento. And it was my not so good Spanish, but now we will continue in my not so good English. The 3 branches of government in Spain. 3 branches. Yes, we know, like in Constitution. Yes, and we start with the Constitution establishes the separation of powers, executive, legislative, and judicial, which guarantees the functioning of Spanish instructions. Very good. Why instructions? Maybe not instructions. Institutions, yes, of course. So we have 3 powers to guarantee the functioning of Spanish institutions. 3 types of powers. So we start with the first one. Executive power. The government directs the internal and external policy of Spain. So the executive power in Spain is government. The government directs the internal and external policy of Spain, the civil and military administration, and the defense of the state. We understand, yes? It is the biggest, the highest body of the executive branch. Government is the highest body of the executive branch. Okay. The government is based where? In Madrid, and consists of the president, one or more vice presidents, and ministers. The official residence of the president of the government is the Moncloa Palace. Moncloa Palace. Government members take on oath or promise their office before a copy of the Spanish Constitution. I don't understand. I don't understand. Give me a second. I am going to translate it because I want to understand. I need to understand as I am going to have this exam. You know. I still here I can translate. I can translate right here from the document. And the last time I tried to find Google Translate. Oh my God. Oh me. So. Члены правительства приносят присягу. Okay. Okay, this I understand. I hope that English-speaking people or people who speak English better, you understood. But now I reread it with full understanding. Government members take an oath on or promise their office, maybe it's not the right translation, before a copy of the Spanish, in front of, before a copy of Spanish Constitution. Is it the right translation? I wouldn't say that it's a good translation. Somebody says hi. Dauren. Hi. Hi, Dauren. Good day. Dobar dan. Si, dobar dan. I read it already. So, guys, I'm finishing with executive power and I continue reading your messages. Let's discuss. Government meets take an oath and promise their office. I understand, like, they promise their office, but that's strange, the translation. I think the Spanish-English translation. To promise their office before a copy of the Spanish Constitution in the presence of the king. They promise their office, not office, I think. Some time ago, I fell in love with a Spanish girl, but she rejected me. Oh my God, why so? Where did you meet her? Tell me. In Spain or you met her somewhere else? Saule, so how do you maintain your English in Spain? Using this channel only? You know, I started to maintain it only, yes, with this channel. Now, I told you that, for example, I read a book in English, but normally I watch videos in English and that's it. Yes, I don't have many people, I don't have English-speaking friends here. Although there is a very big expats community. But unfortunately, I'm a mother of 2 kids and my kids go to local school and to local football team, and that's why I don't meet a lot of international moms, because my kids don't go to international school. For example, my husband, he works in like with expats. He works in the international community, and of course he has this chance to practice his English daily. And before that, no, I was without any practice. And I told you, and in Montenegro also, I didn't have this practice. And only now I came back to it. So for me, this channel is not only a chance to go internationally with my content, but also it's a good chance for me to practice and to improve my English, yes, to maintain it. Can you blame her? Can you blame her? That's an interesting question. Yes, Saule? You mean to blame her because she rejected him? Spain Constitution for Spanish people. Yes, that's right. I want to become Spanish. I mean, not, I'm Russian and I will be Russian always and forever until I'm alive, but I want to have a Spanish passport and become Spanish citizen. So I have to respect and learn, and maybe I don't have to respect, but I have to learn and to know Spanish Constitution. I'm not blaming. I'm saying that she rejected me because I'm Indian. That's what Saule. That's what I felt as well. I didn't feel that he tells that he blames her. I think it was just the fact that he rejected him. You think that she rejected you because you are Indian, only because of it? Russian accent very strong, but I'm Russian, so I don't care. I can make it even stronger if you want. If you want, I can make it even stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. So I don't care. Believe me, different people on this earth have different accents. Russian people have their own accent, and it's normal because we live in international society. I'm not American. I'm not a British native British. I'm Russian, and I'm not like I don't feel shame because of my accent. I don't feel it. I feel normal. I think my accent is cute, funny. You think that I didn't watch my videos after I finish my live streaming, my live streams. I did, and I like it. I love my accent. I love how I speak international languages. I love how I speak Spanish. No, Spanish. Spanish I don't know because I didn't make videos with it. But French, I love how I speak French. I love my accent, and it's very small, but I have it. But it's small. English, yes, I have. I'm relaxed. I don't care. So, Yelena, why did you? Ah, she wrote something hateful, and you copied. Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much to defend me. Probably Yelena Sergeyevna is a troll. Ah, because it's awful. Oh my god, it's awful. But maybe it's awful, but no, it's not awful. I know that it's not because I hurt myself. I like myself and I think that I have a good taste. And I don't think that you have a good taste. And I don't care about your taste. So what did you write? What did she say? Okay. So, Rob, you should watch Pan's Labyrinth. It's Spanish movie. It's really, really good. 1 second, I'm going to make a picture of this message. It will be good to watch it. Yes. So I continue. How to live in freedom. Yeah, it's good. It's great. It's great. Always great. Елена, what are you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. Saul, that's a New York thing. Can you blame her for rejecting you? No, he answered. He doesn't blame her. It was her choice. He just says what happened. He just describes the situation. Freedom is good. Spain is not more free country. Spain is not more free country. Why do you say it, Ivica? Please explain me. I want to know your opinion. Rob, ha. Malik says hi. Елена, why did you write so many messages and you disappeared? Maybe you were not a hater. I don't just understand you. What do you write? Вы с России before? I'm from Spain. I'm from Spain. I used to live in Russia, then Montenegro, then Spain. Shukri, you told already hi 1 million times. Okay, I reread it. Rafael, where are you from? Rafael Mendes says hi. I remember you from my previous. Zdravo. Ivica, occupied from migrants from Africa. Ivica, in the place where I live, we have Africa just 100 kilometers. I think that this part of Africa and you are part of Spain, these people are very similar to each other. So I don't feel any kind of occupation. Maybe there are many of them, but I don't feel it. Because they speak Spanish, for example. By the way, in my region, we have a lot of people from different nationalities. Costa del Sol is rather international. So I don't feel it here. But I know when my husband, he worked in Paris, in France, and he told me that Paris, is occupied by migrants. Although I have my favorite bloggers from Paris, they are such cute, great guys. I don't know if I can advise you them because they speak Russian. I still don't know if we can have this translation on YouTube, automatic translation. But I can, if you are interested, write me in comments. I'm going to leave you a link. And they lived rather bohemian life. They are, I don't know if it's normal to tell about it, but they are homosexuals, and they are great. They are such bohemian people. They are Russians, and they show their life. I love them so much. They are so natural. I mean, their behavior is so natural. They are so cute and nice. And if one day I can show them in my video, I will be very happy. Them in mine. Oh, I have not so many battery, by the way, so it doesn't matter because I have a good system on this microphone. If I'm out of battery, I just continue talking and just without microphone, so it's not the point to be worried about. I talk to myself, guys. It's okay, I talk to myself. So I continue. Saule. I grew up in Kiev, Ukraine. Yes, and Yelena, my husband is Ukrainian. My kids, I have 2 Ukrainian kids. They have Ukrainian nationality. They have never lived in Ukraine, but it's their luck because they were born in Montenegro. And then they were very small. We moved with my husband in Spain. My husband went out from Ukraine in 2014. It was his conscious choice. Malik, you have great literary. You have great literary. What do you mean? Literary courage. What do you mean like by this, Yelena? I'm not from Russia. That's why I make mistakes. It's okay. So I asked where you lived, but you choose to disregard my question. No, she wrote, or not. She's not from Russia, but she's from Ukraine. She has to be from Ukraine. Елена, Sergeyevna, I hope that you didn't come with hate here. But you're not from Russia, but you ask Saule to write in Russian. Why in Russian? It's an English-speaking channel. And I officially change the language of my channel, so it's okay. Is English being spoken in your region in Spain? Is English being spoken? No, it's very difficult to find English-speaking people. No, let me say, if you go to Marbella, of course, everyone speaks English, and they have in Mijas, not far from here, in Fuengirola, English-speaking community is very big. By the way, here as well, English-speaking community is very, very plural. I don't understand how everywhere, in every organization, in every local shop, nobody speaks English. So it's not enough to have English here, just not enough. I wonder how it can be. Maybe, for example, if my kids go to international school, okay, but I still go grocery shopping. I still go, for example, to tresoreria, how to say it in English, to pay taxes, to tax office, okay, my medical center is international. My hospital where I go, it's international, so there almost everybody speaking English. But for example, not so long ago, you know that I had depression. I took pills for that, for my anti-depression pills, antidepressivos, and I couldn't find the psychiatrist English speaking psychiatrist. It was impossible. At least that time, it was after COVID time. Just nobody. I found only one. Even in my international hospital, a psychiatrist didn't speak English, only Spanish. And imagine, when you come to a psychiatrist, you need to have a discussion. You need to tell. You have 1 hour, 1 hour of discussion, 1 hour appointment, not less. And you need to talk all the time. And so I found one. He was in Marbella, and the first time when I went to meet him, so I just It took me 50 minutes only to go one way to meet him and to go back. 15 minutes with my kids because I didn't have anyone to know. I had nobody to live with them with, and it was difficult. Now we talk to each other via iPhone. I mean online, but we have online meetings, online appointments. But still, his English, I'm sorry, Senor Garistobali, if you watch this video, you are great because you are the only psychiatrist. I had 3 of them. You are the only psychiatrist who managed to help me. And I appreciate, but your English is not perfect. But it's good, it's good. Especially when you don't, just no one. I don't know, maybe now they have someone, but I don't want to change my psychiatrist. He's a good specialist. So Elena is from Batumi. Batumi is what country? Is Batumi. Is I don't remember. Sukhumi? Please write. Elena. You are from Ukraine. Ukraine is cool. Yes, I have Ukrainian family. I am Russian, but I have Ukrainian family. So don't hate me, please. Елена Сергеевна, Saule, because I didn't ask you. You are from New York, near Kiev. New York? But you were, imagine, I read рядом с Киевом. I was like, what? New York, near Kiev? Maybe they have a kind of settlement there, or just the name of a countryside or a village named New York, near Kiev. Okay, you are from New York. How is it life in New York? Because I have many here on YouTube, in my news feed, in my feed, maybe only in my feed, I have a lot of, like bloggers saying, oh, I moved to New York and I regret, and I moved to America and I regret, I moved to United States, I regret. But I don't know, sometimes I think maybe one day to move there. I want even to, not this time, because tomorrow we are going to discuss different topic. I'm going to discuss the cost of living here at Costa del Sol. I am going to take all my bills, and I will just here we will discuss. And I'm going to make a calculation, and I will tell you the cost of living here. Then we will discuss salaries, average, minimum salaries, and I want in my future videos next week, I want to compare the cost of living in New York and here in Spain. Not in New York, but it's difficult. Yes, again, New York and Malaga. I mean, New York is better compared with Barcelona or Madrid. New York, Madrid, yes, is good. But in Madrid, life is cost higher than here in Malaga. I think so. Although we have Marbella. For example, we went from my Andalusian Costa del Sol region. I went to Barcelona. The prices were the same. I was not surprised very much by prices, no. Because here we have like a place for rich people. They have their houses here, and that's why the prices here are high. We have a lot of British people here, a lot. And they buy houses, they move here. As I said, Gibraltar is not far, and so that's why here we have high prices. Okay, but let's discuss it tomorrow. It will be an interesting conversation, I'm sure. Elena was in Kiev 10 years ago and she liked it. She's from Batumi, Georgia. So Batumi is Georgia. Okay. I thought that Batumi, Sukhumi, I don't know. I had this in my head, but my geography is okay, but it's not very good. Did you draw that picture or it is a photo? It's not a photo. It has even structure here. It's still behind, how to say, it's covered by plastic. I need to remove it. You see? It's still packed, but it is drawn and it has factura, volume. It has volume. It's a real material. So it's a combination of material and of painting. Have you been to Ibiza yet? No, Ibiza. But you know, I think that Ibiza, it's not my place now. Maybe before, because in my mind, for me, Ibiza is associated with parties, and it's not about me. I'm not a party girl anymore, at least. Even before, you know, I worked a lot in motorsport, and we had, for example, prize giving ceremony, ball of champions. And for me, it was interesting to put on a beautiful dress and cameras and journalists and like to be a part of it. And to have dinner and black tie and so on. But to have parties just like, no, it's not mine, because it's not my vibe, because I just have different personality, you know. I like to talk, to discuss, to have calm classic music or a live concert, and to have with people I don't know, I don't feel them, and they are not sober. I think most of all of them not sober. So how to say sober I'm going to check. I want to check. Yes, I think so. Okay, I think that you understand me anyway. So they are not. They are almost all drunk or did drugs or something, and so it's not my vibe. You know, absolutely not mine. I continue. Wawan Kasep 81. You're the best wife. Oh, Wawan, thank you. You're from Italy. Yes. Toscana. Florencia, is that you? From Italy. Your eyes are very beautiful, pretty. Thank you very much. Where are you from? Ukraine. Me? Елена, do you understand me when I speak Russian? Or English, sorry. My husband is from Donetsk. He was born in Donetsk region in Mikhailovka, but his city is ruined already, so it doesn't exist anymore. And his family lives near, like in Dnepropetrovsk region, but near Zaporozhye, so closer to Zaporozhye. And they are in the middle of the conflict of the war. They have bombs and everything. And for us, it's a very difficult story for all those 3 years that this disaster continues. For us, it's very, very, very difficult story. So, Woman Kasep 81, very good tattoo, thank you. If you came here, please help me to gain at least 20 likes for this video. Otherwise, YouTube say bye-bye to me and I won't have... No, I hope that I will have more viewers next time or one day, I don't know. So, Saule Omarova, so you are doing quite well, maintaining your English proficiency on your own, essentially. Yes, I do not, no, I do not use any teaching programs. I mean, I do not learn it with any school programs. Because also I write now a lot in English, and I do it with GPT chat, like how usually it goes. I say what I want to write, then it writes me back and I check, and that's how I learn maybe how to better formulate, how to make better writing and better texts, how to use better English. But again, I started only 1 week ago, and I promise that very soon, I'm sure that 1 month like this, 1 month with daily live streams, it will be better. Your body top model, sweetie, thank you very much. Yes, I have good proportions now, but maybe I am a bit lower than a top model should be, because I'm 172 and the top model is 175.8, so I'm not in this career. But I used to be like photo model for photos. Saule, my life in New York City is great, but it can be difficult for newcomers, so that's good. And if it's not a secret, if I don't break your boundaries, can you please tell me what do you do for a living? What do you do to make a great life in New York? So Pirate Rob writes me, New York is horrible, it's expensive, dirty, and bug rats everywhere. It's good for artists and certain businesses, but overall is so bad. Lol, no offense, Sauli, was my experience. You know, by the way, I've been once to New York. I've been once in the United States. It was, again, 20 years ago. I went there with the Russian scientists. They were whistleblowers. We went to Senate and Congress. We met senators and congressmen and their representatives, sometimes their assistants or someone else. And we talked with them about different problems, about politics between Russia and the United States, for example, about nuclear, gun race, and so on, about arms, about different problems. There were different problems to discuss. And that time I went to Washington. First of all, we lived in a city. I don't even remember the name of the city, but it was somewhere between New York, I guess, and Washington. Then we moved to Washington, and I liked Washington. I liked it very, very much. We lived there for several days, and I think it was great. Or how we moved, where I lived. Ah, yes, I remember now. The hotel was so bad, but the Washington, I like the Washington. And then I went for one day for New York. And for me, it was a very stressful day because that time I lived in St. Petersburg with my family. So one day in New York, for me, I felt like a little alien in New York. I was 20, I was alone. And for the first time in my life, I saw such high skyscrapers and so many people, and the whole city is moving and moving and moving and moving. And I have anxiety. At that time, I don't think that I had it, but already I was in the beginning of that way that led me to anxiety. And so it was quite a stressful day, quite a stressful day. And in the end of the day, I even was so tired that I couldn't, for example, I was supposed to go to Central Station and to go to Washington by train. It seems to me. If I'm not right, tell me if there was a different station. But for me, it was Central Station. And they came even 1 hour before. And I was waiting on a bench, just sitting on a bench, 20 years old, girl, 20 years ago. And I was lost. But I think that I didn't feel the real New York because I was too scared. For now, for example, if I go, of course, now I'm an adult. So I feel more power, I have more experience, and I traveled a lot, and I feel like, I don't know, my English was good even that time, but still I was very shy. I came from closed country, so now it would be different. And I think that I didn't feel New York like deep enough. So I want to feel New York, I want to feel you better. But it's true, New York, I want to feel you better. So, Rob, I understand you, but we continue. New York is great. New York energy is irreplaceable. And yes, many people talk about this New York energy, and I would love to feel it. And even now, sometimes because I live in Malaga, I can go to Madrid, and we have flights to New York. And I have those thoughts and dreams. Of course, I need to go to New York and to travel in America, in the United States, to travel and to show to my kids. I want to show them a lot. And because 20 years ago, it was like a fairy tale for me to come from St. Petersburg, Moscow, Paris, New York. Yes, New York. We flew in JFK. Yes, it was a JFK airport. And it was not JFK airport. No, I think it was JFK airport, and then we went somewhere in between from Washington and New York. It took us some hours by car, and then again, or maybe, guys, 20 years ago, so don't judge me. Ksenia, okay. I understand, Yelena. I hope that you understand my English. Okay, I speak Russian because I'm Russian, Yelena. Private rope. Energy is great. People awesome. The state is horrible. Oh, yes, I understand now. I understand better. I didn't feel this New York energy, and I want to feel it. I want to feel it because I have this. I'm a person of art, and I didn't visit anything connected to art. So I regret so much. But you know, I was not mature enough. I can change my past, so I need to go there in future. So you don't want to speak Russian. I have English speaking channel now. If I start to speak Russian, I will lose my channel. Because now I started to have English speaking people here, and I'm happy. Saule, texture, yes, texture. Aquí. See? Esto es texture. It is texture. It seems to me that I'm so... there are not so many messages. So, Saule, what did you write? Ksenia, New York is much too large for anyone to understand it in one day. Yes, I know, of course. Even St. Petersburg is like this. I've lived here for years and years and still find places and aspects of the city I wasn't familiar with. New York, that is not New York, NYS. What is NYS? New York, NYC. New York City is not New York City. That is not New York. What is a NYS? When New York City, yes. Okay, just explain me what you mean. Maybe LaGuardia. I avoid LaGuardia and JFK at all costs. I utilize Newark Airport for the most part. No, it seems to me that I was in JFK. We came from Paris. We had a flight through Paris. I remember it. It was aller-retour, two ways. From Paris and to Paris. New York State. Okay, New York State, yes, and New York City. Yes, I talk about New York City. I was in the city. So what we have? I've been a few times from 2015 and a few times more after. Ksenia, I used to teach at a university in New York City, and I now own a business. Okay, so you feel good as a business person, as a businessman, as a businesswoman. Sorry. Yes, sober. Yeah, when were you in New York? Okay. Texture. Guys, thank you for this round trip. Yeah, two-way trip. Round trip, yes. Guys, thank you very much for being with me today. Tomorrow we are going to discuss the cost of living in Spain, in my part of Spain, at Costa del Sol, near Marbella. So you need to understand that it's more expensive. I think that it's the same like Barcelona, and probably the same as Madrid. Even in Barcelona, for example, once I had a great dinner, and I think that we paid less. We went to a restaurant in Barcelona when we were in Barcelona with my family, and by restaurants it seemed to me that they were less expensive than we have here. I mean the same level of of restaurants, because here restaurants are awful. So to choose a great restaurants, you need to pay a lot. In Barcelona, due to demand, due to French people who are not far from them, they have great level of service. I think for me it was wow. I remember mochi, Japanese mochi. I love them so much. Oh wait, is it true they eat dinner at 10 p.m. in Spain? I don't know, because but what I can tell you, that people here kids of 3 years old, of 2 years old, they walk and go out, I mean with their parents, not alone of course, until 10, it's okay. Because my kids go to bed at 8. And for example, when we go to somewhere, or for example, sometimes at 10, even 11, I can see a small, very small, 4, 3 years old children shouting outside in our yard. And I just say, guys, my kids are sleeping and you're shouting. And of course, I can try actually to tell because they are free. And because it's not 11 o'clock, we have like it is set calm urbanization. It means that at 11 it should be calm. But I need to, maybe we have new rules, I need to read it. But it's for sure, it's not like 24 hours partying and so on. So it's not for partying, it's for families. Our residences for families. And yes, that's true. I think they go to bed, at 10 in Spain. I mean that to eat in Spain it's okay because the kids are walking around, and as I tell you, we have dinner at 7:30, and then at 10 they go to bed. Okay, no, not at 10, at 8. Okay, now it's 8:30, sometimes 9, but I know that if my kids go to bed at 9, for them it's like lack of sleep because they wake up very early. Cool, later, Saule. So, guys, thank you very much for being with me today. See you tomorrow. See you mañana, guys. See you mañana. Kisses.